History 101.
Alright, what's up guys, and welcome to Gaming History 101 speedrun of Biohazard. That was good timing. Anyway, the Resident Evil HD Remaster. Now we're using Biohazard, but it's still the same. I should point out this is a Jill Mountain Walk run. We are using no glitches. This is on the PS3 HD Remaster, although it doesn't matter which version you use. And we are using Fast Karate, or Dave's guide walkthrough. If you look in the notes, you can see it here. And I realized that a lot of people didn't do commentary on speedruns, and I think it's really important because you need to know kind of what's going on. So I've got some tips along the way and whatnot, but the first one is what you're seeing here. Press start to skip the cutscenes. It probably doesn't add much time, and it's debatable as to whether or not it adds any time at all, but it's probably in your best interest to do so. So I'm always constantly skipping all the cutscenes in this. So if you want the story, this is not the way to do it. Get to know the mansion. Know your route before you go, and this will assist you in doing so. Most people are familiar with the beginning. Now, you do not have to grab these ink ribbons, but I like to save often. This will get you through the game, at least through my speed run, in 2 hours 45 minutes to get you the 3-minute achievement, or the 3-hour achievement, as well as the 5-hour achievement, and get you the katana with unlimited ammo, as well as the rocket launcher. I've split it up into 6 videos, each one probably with 2 saves each, so I do a total of 12 saves. First things first, we go into the dining room. We're forced to do this, so just make sure you do your route as fast as possible. And your goal here is not to not to attack and not to kill. You're just trying to get through this as fast as possible with the least amount of use. So first thing you do here, Barry will take care of the zombie for you. And then you want to run back out into the dining room. You have to get through these cutscenes in the beginning as quickly as possible. Don't freak out too much. You can really take your time. There are people who can do this speed run in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So this is really kind of like a sloppy speed run, but that's fine. I'm no speed runner. It kind of just proves that everyone can do it. Okay, now the first thing you got to do is you got to go up to the second story and come back down. Now you might not have to go as high as I go, but I decided to just go as high as possible, spin around, and come back down. And it initiates the cutscene where you get the lockpick. Now, there are various different routes to take through the mansion, but I'm going to use the ones that Dave suggested.
Thanks.
So first thing we do is go back into the dining room. Now, we're going to go into stuff. There are nicknames for these items, but this is what we're going to call the crow hallway maneuver. This is a new part of the mansion that was added in the HD Remaster. So we take it right here. And then you take an immediate left past Kenneth. And through the door. Now, some of this stuff is optional. Such as this clip I'm about to grab off of the desk here. Or the table. And as is the green herbs. But again, I managed to make this walkthrough work by grabbing all these things that maybe some other people don't. I like to be a little conservative. You'll see me combine the 2 green herbs. That's just to keep up inventory space. And keep in mind that I don't have a fear engaging the zombies. I'm not a dodge expert, so when it's easier just to engage them, I do. But you don't want to kill them because they can become Crimson Heads later. So again, this entire walkthrough assumes you've got a familiarity with the game. So I might be mentioning some stuff you are not familiar with. All right, right here is where we'll get our first zombie. I see him in the mirror, and I just want to get him down. See me shooting at his knees. That probably isn't that important with the gun in the very beginning. You could probably just go for the torso, but I chose to do so. Got to grab the arrow here. That's the key to getting out into the graveyard. And then right around the corner there, there's another zombie, and I think I might play around with him, but maybe I shoot him just down. See? Clumsy. Okay, so see, I screw up right off the bat. But again, it's not that big a deal. He just took a big bite out of me. You want to go to the door on the right. It's the only way to go. You unlock it, and you'll end up in what we call the balcony. You're going to take a left, grab the knife right off of the windowsill, There's a zombie in this room. You can completely ignore it. It won't come near you. And then we go through the double doors and end up in the second floor of the main hallway. The entryway, so to speak. Now, the first thing you want to do is get out to the graveyard. The graveyard is halfway down. I'm going the wrong way. I'll flip around in a sec. And you want to go halfway down the staircase, and the graveyard is another new added area in the backyard that's right here on the right. There are 2 zombies in this area. You really only have to deal with one of them. And I can't recall how I did this. I am recording this voiceover after the fact, but I might not have done too well. I don't die, though. Actually, he was pretty easy to dodge, so I just took advantage of it. There's a second zombie. You really don't have to pay mind to either of them until you come back up. If you examine the arrow, you can place it into the graveyard, and you'll be able to get down into the area where you get the sword key. Once you get down here, this is where you place the masks in order to fight the original Crimson Head, but you're not really doing any of that now. You just need to go into the back and get the book, which is in the back part of the grave. And then when you examine and open the book, I think it's on the back of the book. The Book of Curses. You get the... there you go. There's the sword. And then it talks about the Crimson Head curse. Oh, no, it actually talks about what you're supposed to do with the masks. Okay, now I need to get out of here. Now, right when you hit the top of these stairs, there's at least one zombie waiting for you. And I kind of have to deal with that. You need to get partially up the stairs to see where he's at, but... kind of roaming around, and I think I take my opportunity. I got really kind of lucky there. But it doesn't matter much, because by the next time I come out here, they're not even going to be here. It's kind of weird how zombies come and go in this. Anyway, the next thing I want to do is I'm going to go over into what we call the U pattern, I guess we would say. It's over here on the right. When I go up and if I come to this this near area here, the sword key will get me in here. This is the first door on the right is the Kenneth room. Then the second door on the left is the armor room, and I need to go all the way around to the library, which is the final door on the right. You're gonna spend some time over here. This is where the giant snake is, right here on the right. There's a zombie there. The armor room is where you get the jewelry box. You got the best of me. I use the knife on him. I keep going. Completely disregard certain items in rooms. Now in here, what I want to do is I want to grab the dog whistle, and the lighter is also on the table. You need the lighter to get the sheet music. So I come around here. I'm trying to navigate things. I think I take it. It's because I have the magazines. It's funny. I'll never use it. So here on the table is an open journal, but there is also the lighter, which is what I'm going for. I'm a little hasty in the beginning here because I'm not really well-versed in the speedrun. So I'm going to come through here. There's going to be a zombie on my right. I'm going to completely disregard it, run straight ahead, and I need to go down the stairs. If you do this correctly like I do here, the zombies won't even be a concern of yours. But there is a zombie at the bottom, and I have to tackle with him. Playing on Mountain Walker normal, zombies go down slower. Again, I don't want to kill anybody because I don't want them to become Crimson Heads unless I blow their head off or stomp on their foot. Okay, so I need to go make some changes here, and what I want to do is I want to end up depositing everything. I think I do save right here. Saving does not count, and you can quit at any time and restart if you want to. There's a bunch of saves from my leftover playthrough for the review. But what I want to walk away here from or walk away here with is the sword key, the whistle, and the lighter. Nothing else. So I'm going to put everything else into the chest. This can be scary. You're completely defenseless. You'll see things start to combine if you use them in the right way. Okay, now the one thing I do keep is the herbs. I think I sit here and debate whether or not to get rid of them and then decide to go with it. At any time, and since I've already taken some damage, I can grab the herbs. So what I need to do now is get the shotgun. So I want to go around here, stay on this level, and go through the broken door around the corner, as you'll see. It's going to warn me it's broken. That's fine. I can go through twice. I will. And then Barry will fix it later. So I want to go immediately to my left through the double doors, and I'm going to go into the zigzag hallway, which is what you'll usually go through in the very beginning of the game. I don't think there are any zombies here. And around the corner and on the right will be the elusive, this door right here. I pass it. I go through it. This is the one where the ceiling comes down on Jill and crushes her, except that Barry saves her life. So we can safely grab the shotgun. We don't have to play the games that Chris does. Since you can carry as many defense items as you want, I always try to grab those when I can. So grab the knife on the table. Then just go grab the shotgun on the wall. I do disregard the ink ribbon. I don't need too many of them. I've already got 5. You go into this room and the ceiling will start to crush you. All you need to do is go to the far door, check it, go to the near door, check it, and you're good. You just need to check both doors. So Barry saved me, although you never see the cutscene really. And then the next thing I'm going to do is, I screw up here and I go through the double doors. You don't want to do that. I will immediately turn around and go back. So see, you can make these mistakes. It's not that big a deal. I actually had 15 minutes to spare, which is quite a lot. Okay, so in here, coming up is the bathroom right there in front of us. Yeah, this is optional, but it's a very short cutscene. You basically pull the plug in the bathtub, and then the zombie will get up and Jill will kill it. I skip the cutscene, but what you get out of it is a dagger. At this time, I'm really scared about zombie encounters, so these defense items are very important to me. In the end, I'll figure out that I didn't need them all that much. Now, based off of the route I've taken and the time I've taken, I will continue through now, and I'm regrouping my way back to the main hall. I'm doing it this way. Oh, wait, sorry. I have to go outside first and get the plant chemical. Now, while you'll see dogs growling at you and barking at you, if you just round the corner real quick, grab the chemical from the wheelbarrow and go back, you should be fine. You shouldn't need any tackle with any dogs. And while I do have the shotgun, I definitely don't want to use any shells right now. Okay, now right when I come through here on the left will be the elusive, window-ridden with the dogs hallway. What's funny is usually it just cracks the window. This time through, though, based off of my route, they will come through the window and I'll have to deal with them. Just keep running. I was told they can never catch you. I do get hung up on the wall, though, so that may be the reason. But I decided to finally use my herbs and not mess with it. Dogs are no big deal, but if they get you in this kind of grapple like this, they can be quite a problem. So I just need to get through these damn doors. There we go. In this next part, this is where you can find a defense item in the back corner, but what it successfully does is block off that zombie, and I want to do that. So I just bypass everything and go through the doors. I don't need any maps because at this point I need to have memorized the maps. And it is my recommendation to you that if you don't memorize the mansion, and you don't have to necessarily, definitely memorize your routes into each session. That's exactly what I did. Although I did this in 2 playthroughs, so I literally memorized half the game at once. So, okay, so I need the shotgun because I'm going to go for the dog now, and I've found Barry now and gotten the acid rounds. So the first thing you're going to do is go up here, and you're going to go to the left. And now I can unlock... well, I'm going to go up here through to the balcony. I go the wrong way because I don't know where I'm going at first, but now I've memorized the mansion to the point that this is not going to open up, and I need to go here into the balcony. Now, if I go to the left side, there's the statue and the zombie. What I want to do is go to the right side and go to the far door on the right. There's 2 doors. It's the second door, and I will be in, you know, the stairwell hallway, I guess. And then right when I round the corner, there's a white door into the wall that takes me out to the back balcony. This is where you can blow the dog whistle and get the dog collar. Now, 2 dogs are going to come out here, and I'm going to have to tackle both of them. But I only need the dog collar off of one, and I might get lucky enough to just take out one. We'll see. I can't remember exactly what happened. But I get ready. Range is important with the shotgun. Okay, so I got lucky here. I can just blow them away, and there's absolutely no need to worry about the second dog, and I need to get the hell out of Dodge. Okay, now what I'm going to do is come around here, and I go all the way around. There's going to be a zombie around this corner. I don't remember what I do with him. I probably just let him, just stab him. Did a bad job in avoiding him. Didn't really know where he was. Now, if I come through here, I'm going to be back in the crow hallway where the arrow was, and the Crimson Head's going to wake up. And what I need to do is kind of loop around and go to the 3rd floor. So if you watch, I kind of loop around here, the Crimson Head gets up, and then I go. What I'm doing here is getting the armor key. The dog collar has a fake armor key. I trade them out. I then have my hands on the armor key. You'll see here. All you want to do is press the button. Then when you get the little emblem in here, you press it again, examine it again. Oh, I think I have to flip it around and see the armor. Yeah, and then it becomes the fake key. So I'm good. So I grab the key and it'll initiate the trap. You can't skip this part. There's no point in pressing enter and stuff like that. You don't know that for sure, but I'm telling you. This is going to come around here. I have ample time, provided that I know what to do. If for any reason you get to this point and you don't have this key, like whether you're playing through the game natural, or you've just somehow done an oversight on your speed run, you're kind of in trouble anyway, and you probably should start over. But you can always put the original key back and you'll be fine. And what I want to do here now is go back through here. Now the Crimson Head will be waiting for me, so I'm just going to dead sprint straight ahead into the next door and get into the bird hallway. All right, I'm going to go down here, and my next goal is to get all the way back into the main hall, which you'll see me do through the route we've seen before. And my next step is to go up into the terrace where Kenneth is. Sorry, not Kenneth. Forrest Speyer, and get the grenade launcher. I'll show you how to get there. It's on the 2nd floor, and now that I have the armor key, I can open it up. Don't waste any time in that hall I was just in. There are zombies waiting there. I think 1 or 2. Now what I want to do is I want to go upstairs and go to the southeast corner. I don't think I picked the right door at first. What I wanted to do is go right over there. That door's not going to open up. Go to the other side, man. There you go. Because it's next to the other hallway. So I unlock here, and I'm going to be out on the bird terrace. Now in this version, I just don't want Forrest to get up. So I'm going to rope around here. It's kind of a wide area for what it is. And right over here is Forrest. You might need to look at his corpse. I can't tell. I think I keep going and trying to get the grenade launcher, and it doesn't quite work. There we go. And then I'm going to look around here. I think there's a defense item, like a knife or a battery pack or something. So you'll see me looking for it. There we go. Then I want to go. There's nothing beyond here but a green herb, and if I do that, Forrest will get up. So the next step is it's time to go help out Kenneth. Or not Kenneth. God, I keep saying Kenneth. Richard. Richard's the one who got attacked by the big snake. And yes, we are already getting on to the part where we're ready to do this. We're already 20 minutes into our walkthrough. 20 minutes is almost laughable if you're playing the game all natural, but I'm not doing that. So what I want to do is go back to the Kenneth hallway, which is it's right over here. I just want to jump in here, and it'll be my first right. I think I go verify this for a second before I move forward. So sorry about my standing still. So yeah, it's the first door on the right, and you'll find out that he's been bitten by the snake, and I need to go get serum. Again, we call this the Richard Hall because Richard's in the hall. Now, time is not on your side, so the first thing you want to do is get your ass back to the serum. And there's a quick way to do that, so here's how we do it. Take a left. Yeah, I didn't open that. It automatically does it for you. Go through here. Now what I want to do is go across the hall to the balcony, and we're going to go out by where the dog terrace was again, but now we're going to go down the stairs. So again, I want to take the right fork and go to the second door on the right. You faintly hear the zombie moving around, but he's not much of an issue. Okay, so I'm going to zigzag around here and then go down the stairs. There's going to be a couple of things waiting for me. Disregard the banging on the door. If you don't hang around there too long, you should be fine. There's already a zombie coming up the stairs. He's at the bottom of the stairs. It depends on how you want to handle him. I can shoot him in the leg to disarm him, which is what I chose to do. You can also, if you're good, just aim straight at the head. And I'm in the safe room. Now, I think this is the end of video 1, so just keep that in mind. But I'm going to pretty much save and quit. But I need to do a couple of things. So, first thing I need to do is get the serum. And then I'm going to ditch everything other than the lighter, the shotgun, the chemical, and the armor key, as well as the serum, of course. And I think I'm running down the list right now to figure out what I exactly need. And then you'll see me verify it. So this is the sword key. I'm getting rid of that. You'll see me grab the ink ribbon because I'm going to save. So I seem to have everything I need. And I'm going to back out and go save. Alright, so while I'm saving here, I think we'll kind of wrap this up. This will wrap up video 1. Stay tuned for video 2. Where we go and explore and get the death masks. So first things first, we go into the dining room. We're forced to do this. So just make sure you do your route as fast as possible. And your goal here is not to not to attack and not to kill. You're just trying to get through this as fast as possible with the least amount of use. So first thing you do here, Barry will take care of the zombie for you. And then you want to run back out into the dining room. You have to get through these cutscenes in the beginning as quickly as possible. Don't freak out too much. You can really take your time. There are people who can do the speed run in like an hour and a half. 2 hours. So this is really kind of like a sloppy speed run, but that's fine. I'm no speedrunner. It kind of just proves that everyone can do it. Okay, now the first thing you got to do is you got to go up to the second story, then you take an immediate left past Kenneth. And through the door. Now, some of this stuff is optional, such as this clip I'm about to grab off of the desk here, or the table. And as is the green herbs. But again, I managed to make this walkthrough work by grabbing all these things that maybe some other people don't. I like to be a little conservative. You'll see me combine the 2 green herbs. That's just to keep up inventory space. And keep in mind that I don't have a fear engaging the zombies. I'm not a dodge expert, so when it's easier just to engage them, I do. But you don't want to kill them because they can become crimson. To skip the cutscenes, it probably doesn't add much time, and it's debatable as to whether or not it adds any time at all. But it's probably in your best interest to do so. So I'm always constantly skipping all the cutscenes in this. So if you want the story, this is not the way to do it. Get to know the mansion. Know your route before you go, and this will assist you in doing so. Most people are familiar with the beginning. Now, you do not have to grab these ink ribbons, but I like to save often. This will get you through the game, at least through my speed run, in 2 hours 45 minutes to get you the 3-minute achievement, or the 3-hour achievement, as well as the 5-hour achievement, and get you the katana with unlimited ammo, as well as the rocket launcher. And I've split it up into 6 videos, each one probably with 2 saves each, so I do a total of 12 saves.
Gaming History 101.
Alright, what's up guys, and welcome to Gaming History 101 speedrun of Biohazard. That was good timing. Anyway, the Resident Evil HD Remaster. Now we're using Biohazard, but it's still the same. I should point out this is a Jill mountain walk run. We're using no glitches. This is on the PS3 HD Remaster, although it doesn't matter which version you use. And we are using Fast Karate, or Dave's guide walkthrough. If you look in the notes, you can see it here. And I realized that a lot of people didn't do commentary on speedruns, and I think it's really important because you need to know kind of what's going on. So I've got some tips along the way and whatnot, but the first one is what you're seeing here. Press start and come back down. Now you might not have to go as high as I go, but I decided to just go as high as possible, spin around, and come back down, and it initiates the cutscene where you get the lockpick. Now, there are various different routes to take through the mansion, but I'm going to use the ones that Dave suggested.
Thanks.
So first thing we go do is go back into the dining room. Now, we're going to go into stuff. There are nicknames for these items, but this is what we're going to call the Crow Hallway Maneuver. This is a new part of the mansion that was added in the HD Remaster. So we take it right here.